All right, welcome to the Legends of Lothos. I'm your DM, Casey. To my right, we have Aranon Solstein, and to the right of my right, we have Roan.
I saw, dude.
And then to the left of the empty spot, to my left, we have Aiden.
Hey,
Last we left, you guys are the heroes.
We are.
Yeah, you are. Well, I mean,
we
you're
feel that
somebody's
way?
heroes.
that's debatable.
Well, I mean, you're
Anyways.
getting there. Maybe someday you guys. Well, no, you're not heroes. You're legends.
Yes.
In one way, we are.
All right. So last time we left off, what was it?
It was
Aiden?
at
No,
night.
Renton. Renton had
Yep.
just like vanished. He you guys woke up for your next guard shift and he wasn't there. And a halfling had stepped into the air, like into the firelight, and he was wearing, a big hat, a big fancy hat, and had, like a piratey sash and a cutlass at his side.
That's the
And he
Pirates.
stepped in and he said, "Greetings. I think we can make a deal."
Oh, that's right.
All right.
So, are all of us there in front of the dude?
Yeah, you guys are all up in front of the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was just
I
saying,
don't
the quiet one was
Yeah, I,
talking.
thought- I,
I'm all
thought you, I
about
thought you were
this.
about to say something.
Yeah, you got this, man.
I was, but I don't know. I don't know what to say to
I
the
believe
dude.
in you.
What kind of deal is there to be made?
Well, I have your man, your captain. I have Captain Renton,
All right.
and I have a the ability to get a substantial sum for him.
I'm aware of the bounty.
Yes, okay, and I'm aware that you probably want your captain back,
You're probably right,
right? Okay, so.
unless it's Peggy.
I mean, maybe we can work something out where you guys do a favor for me, and in exchange, I release Renton back into your custody, or I guess back into freedom, if you will, and maybe I take my ship and my crew, and we forget that we ever saw you. In fact, maybe we saw you down in Krenas.
Okay. I'm gonna roll insight.
We should all be rolling insight.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20. Yeah, so listening to him talk, he is a pirate. But you seem to think that he's kind of on the up and up right now.
Okay. So what
You're not really getting any skullduggery right now.
all right. Well, what kind of assurances can we have that you're going to return our man once we do this deed?
Well, you have my word.
All right. Insight.
Not entirely sure how much your word is worth.
19.
My name is Arliss. My word is worth gold.
I rolled at 19 on insight again.
You feel like he takes his word very seriously.
Okay.
That's one of the few things.
And if
that
we
he
were to
has.
do this deal, then that assures that you did not come back here and try this again.
Me and my crew will not pursue you anymore.
Okay.
There's no love lost between me and MF.
And out of character, that MF's like
The pirate king, yeah.
Okay. What is this deed?
Well, he moves closer to the fire and looks down and sees Renton's cup kind of sitting next to the fire, and he pulls it, empties it out, and pours himself a cup of coffee and kind of squats down next to the fire, drinking a little bit. Well, my brother, he has a farm nearby, and some people that I may have had sour dealings with decided to take it out on him. and they've kidnapped his children, demanding a ransom from me. But I really don't want to pay a ransom. And, they broke the code by going after my family.
Are they pirates? Like, you say they broke the code, so I'm just wondering what you meant.
Oh,
by
yeah,
that.
they're pirates. It's Captain Uthart. His crew is behind it.
Where did you say this was?
It's a few miles east of here. East of here, near a small town called Lethe.
What was the halfling captain's name?
Arliss.
Oh, where's Clem? Little monkey.
Clem is he is safe with Renton.
He is with Renton.
Yes.
I'm gonna whisper over to Ada and be like, "He can just get himself out. Get him the key. He'll be fine."
Yeah.
You kind of hold all the cards right now. So there's, what was the ransom that's on your family, your brother's kidnapped?
That's none of your concern. Let's just say he'll get what he deserves.
Oh, I was just asking because it'd give us an idea of like how well defended they are, how prepared they are.
There's definitely gonna be a little bit of resistance to them giving up the hostages.
So, for you to consider this mission successful, you just want the family back?
I need the 2 kids back,
And
safe and sound,
just out of curiosity,
and not a single penny out of my pocket.
and why is it you don't just take care of this yourself?
Well, an opportunity arose where I didn't have to put any of my men into danger.
So what can you tell us about these people that...
And it seems like you, a small, independent crew, might have less additional fallout back on me.
So what can you tell us about the people that took the family?
Not much. I know that they're not from the region. We ran a job together, and I mean, there's debate on who double-crossed who, but I'm just gonna say we only took our fair share.
Okay.
To be honest,
Also,
in this-
never trust John Corby.
in these circumstances, it doesn't matter whether or not you took your fair share or not because you kind of have a crossbow at our heads.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna negotiate, always do from a position of power.
This guy's a dick. All right, we'll do it because we need Renton back, and you better not fuck us over.
You
Okay.
have my word.
Great.
All right, so the drop is supposed to go down in 3 days' time at the crossroads outside of Lethe. Bring the children there when you have them.
You're writing this down, right?
Crossroads, Lethe. Yeah.
Great. So that's when we're supposed to bring the children to you?
Yep, and I'm supposed to bring the ransom to him.
So we have 3 days.
Yep. Elrus, my brother's name is Elrus. He'll be there with his wife, Priska. I honestly have no idea what the brats' names are. Never met them. And, if this wasn't my brother, I wouldn't. Like, I was kind of hoping, like, a half-brother situation. And I could kind of just wash my hands of the entire thing. But family, I never hear the end of it from my mom.
All right. I think we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't really have a choice in this matter.
All right, so he gives you directions. Basically, you go to Lethe, and then you, like, a few miles outside of Lethe, will be you'll be able to find the farm. He describes it as like a pretty simple farm, a few outbuildings. He's a sheep farmer, so there's some flocks of sheep around. And,
All right. How long did it take us to get here?
To get here?
Oh no, I mean to we're on our way to the farm right now, or like,
no,
we're just,
no.
all right.
He's
just
you guys
telling us.
haven't gone anywhere.
All right, he's just telling us about
Yeah,
it.
and
All
it's still the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Kinda or I guess early morning. All right. Well, with that, I will see you guys in 3 days' time.
Okay.
And he takes it, and he gives a gracious bow and takes his leave.
Now this might be a problem because Renton was the one that had a map of the region.
Renton's bags and everything are still there.
His bags are still there.
Yep.
I start digging around looking for the map.
Anything good in there?
So you do find the map. We could see what he has in his bag.
I'm only
We
looking
can
for the map.
see
I'm not going through for anything else. I'm not going to steal from him.
I mean, anything else that can
Well,
be
just
used?
look for the big banana thing too.
Was that where
Yeah.
you was keeping the map? Was just the big banana tube?
Yeah, the map is super easy to find.
Yeah,
It's in the banana tube.
I found the map, guys.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you're able to look it up and with a little bit of roll an intelligence check for me.
15.
Okay, yeah. You're able to figure out after a few minutes of kind of like looking at it where the rough area where you're at and where Lethe is, and you see that like with the wagon, it'll probably take you about a half day or so of travel to get to Lethe, and then
And how far from Lethe would it be to hit the crossroads?
so the crossroads are like you guys will pass through the crossroads on the way to Lethe, and then then like a few miles on the other side of Lethe will be, or on the east side of Lethe will be your farm that you're looking for.
All right. What is with all these pirates on land? Why can't they stay at sea?
Well,
It'd
you
be
guys are
easier.
still pretty close to the coast.
Yeah.
Like you're about a day's ride out of Woodport. So
All right. Well, let's get another couple hours of rest because we've got a big day ahead of us. Big couple days probably.
Wait, you just found out he's been kidnapped? You want to go back to sleep?
If we're exhausted, we're not going to get a whole lot done.
I say we start riding. We only got a couple hours.
And what if we injure the horses while we're going at night?
They can see.
Horses cannot see.
Well, they can see. They can see in the dark.
No,
They
that's
see
that's.
much better than us.
I'm gonna roll nature.
I'll walk ahead with a torch. Make me a torch.
I got a nature roll of 22.
yeah, you know that horses do not have night vision.
I'm not saying they got night vision, but I mean, there's a moon out. You know, they can travel at night.
It is a full moon.
But is it like heavily wooded? Like
Have
so,
you
like
seen
it's,
any Wild West movies?
No, like it's not heavily wooded. I mean, there's woods, but it's not like.
They can follow the trail.
Yeah, I mean, and you're on the road
all right.
Yeah.
if you wanted to, but you guys will not have the benefits of a full rest then.
Which will be a pain if it takes more than one day to solve this.
What's the benefits of a full
Well,
rest?
like right now we're like we don't have any like anything that needs to be recovered, but like without a full rest, like as time goes by, we're gonna hit exhaustion, which makes us worse at everything we do. And I start getting closer to killing myself when I cast a spell.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna have a problem.
If it's that much,
Just a couple more hours.
well, you go and go to sleep. I won't be able to go to sleep. I mean, if you really
Do you want to drive the carriage? I'll just nap in the back.
Sure,
All right.
I can do without a couple hours of my beauty sleep.
Are you sure?
He really needs it.
I've seen his face. Yeah.
Yeah, I just pop my. I toss Renton stuff in there too, so we don't leave that behind.
All right.
So all right, so we'll pack up camp, and then head out.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you're.
The funny thing is, Aiden also doesn't have dark vision.
I can follow the road. I mean,
I don't either.
you know, I'm not blinded. There's a moon.
Yeah, and I mean you'll be going like because it's dark, you'll be going slower.
Right,
On
yeah,
stuff,
I'm not-
but I mean you're still moving.
I'm not barreling out of there. But, I mean, we're just following the road.
So we were also having the animals actually have somebody use a reins to tell them what to do instead of like how
It's not like
Renton
we're in
was just like
cave or
telling him what to
anything
do.
Where it's pitch black. I mean,
No, I mean also like Renton was the only one who was like in charge of the horses, and he would just talk to them to tell them what to do.
This is true.
yeah.
And you don't have land vehicles. All right, it's fine.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
sleeping in
fine.
the back.
We're
All right.
driving down the road.
Yes, you guys are making your way towards Lethe.
What's the chuck on that? Like 5? You know, I mean, it can't be that hard. Follow the road.
Yeah, no, the horses want to stay on the road. Like that's all right. Anyway, so much hostility in the studio tonight. So you were we're trudging down the road, and after a couple hours, dawn breaks. You know, birds are out. You're starting to get a little hungry, so you know you grab some. You rummage around in your pack for a snack, and you find a little bundle, and you open it up, and it's and there's like a little note tied to it, and like you pull the note out, and it has your name on it because you know it's in your bag.
Oh,
And
this
yep.
is me specifically.
Yeah, this is you specifically, and so yeah, you
Great.
like it says Aiden on it, and then it said, "Thanks for trying. I know you did your best," and it's just signed Bruce, and then like inside is like some sandwiches.
Nice.
So he was thanking you for trying to make it so he didn't have to hear your stupid story.
That Bruce boy, I love him.
All right, so so you guys pull into Lethe about 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and it's like pretty much the definition of a one-horse town. You see, like, there's a temple of Dacnius. There's a tavern called the Green Flail, a tavern inn. And then there's, like, a jail. And then, like, you know, just like a general store. And then, like, a few scattered houses. And
A town that small needs a jail.
well, the local law enforcement, yeah. It's because it's like the town in the
It's
region.
like the drunk tank.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, if that's mostly what they use it for is like a drunk tank, or if there's some like you know crazy bar fight or something. Like it doesn't get a lot of use.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
So we got a couple options. We could check out the see if they have anybody pent up in the jail house and see if that's like a member of this Captain Uther's crew. Or we could actually one of the good idea might be to hit the general store to see if anybody's been any groups have been buying a bunch of stuff lately.
I like the general store idea better.
Because otherwise there's the tavern, but like who knows what's going to happen if we go in the
It's a
tavern.
little early for the tavern.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys missed breakfast.
No, I got breakfast.
That's true, you did.
So yeah, I guess the general store.
All right, yeah. So yeah, like it's called George's. You know, like George's General Store, and there's a guy behind. Like you go in and like the shelves are stocked. It's fairly small, but like the entire place, like every nook and cranny is full of like jars or like sacks or like boxes of goods, and there's like you know a line of like candies right up by the counter. You know like hard candies, and there's like cans up on the wall, and there's like some horse tack in there. You know like some bridles and saddles and stuff hanging, and yeah, basically if the town needs it, it's bought here. Yep, and so there's like a heavy set mustached man standing behind the counter, and he has you know like a smock on and like a little bowler hat, and a little bow tie.
Is that a human?
Yep.
I guess we go up to him. Pardon me. What was the name of the shop?
That's George's.
George's. Are you George?
Well, by golly, I am.
Well,
And you must be travelers. I haven't seen you out here at all.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was wondering if you could help us out with a certain thing that's going on. You see,
Well,
we're
if there's
after,
something going around, old Georgie boy knows about it.
all right, because our understanding is that there were some kidnappers.
Well, I ain't heard nothing about that. Not in these parts. It's real quiet around here.
Were there any other recent travelers that came to town within like the last couple weeks, like groups of them?
Well, Now that you mention it, we had a group of I don't know, 10 or 15 so come through a couple of weeks ago. They bought up a bunch of stuff, said they were heading up to the hills.
All right. What can you tell us about the hills? Well,
They're hilly.
All right. Like, are there like people who live out there in the hills, or?
Well, we get, there's a few hermit types up there, but mostly it's people just passing through.
So our characters, in traveling to this place, they would have looked at the map and navigated a little bit better. Is there hills just in one direction, or?
Well, so like the way that this region lies, Oscrest, right? Yeah, Oscrest lies is it butts up right next to like the Iron Range, and so like the hills are, and where you're at right now is like you're right on the eastern edge of where like this region kind of like it starts to get into like the steppes a little bit, and then will eventually become the mountains.
Okay, so he's just referring toward the mountains then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
All right. I think that it's.
Is there anything else that you can tell us about the hills, or maybe where they went specifically?
Well, it didn't seem like they were the kind that wanted to talk about it, so I didn't pry too much. Their money spent good, though.
Given your local knowledge, is there a place where a group like that might tend to congregate?
Well, he thinks a little bit.
And then and also I hear you got some nice coffee beans back there, and I'd like to pay top shelf price for that because I've been hearing good things about it. I don't know.
All right, so he thinks a moment.
And I slide him a gold.
Well, sir, that's a lot of coffee beans. Are you sure you want that many?
Well,
Is that could actually be enough coffee beans? Because there's a group of us. Like I slide over another gold.
Well, I don't know if I have that many coffee beans.
Well, just whatever, just a little bit of what you would have would be great, and then you could just keep the change.
Well, no, that's not how this works, mister.
No? I've been hearing good stuff about your
Well,
coffee. I'm excited about it.
well, okay. I mean, I'll get you the coffee, but you'll pay fair market price like everyone else.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, but I don't really get out of town much, and
That's
it's
all right.
been a while. I mean, you might have better luck if you talk to some of the trappers or the farmers around here. They might know a little bit more about the area.
Yeah, I think we'll check the tavern next.
Where,
What day of the week is it? Just curious, because you said there's like a chapel or something.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a Wednesday.
All right.
Do you know of a good trapper we might talk to?
Well, I mean, if he's in town, Trapper John's usually pretty good.
Okay. And then if he's not in town, where would he?
Well, I mean, to be completely honest, when they're in town, they're usually only in town for one reason. That's to wet their whistle.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then do a little bit of resupply. But I haven't seen Trapper John yet, so he might not, but they usually only resupply on their way out of town, so.
Okay.
All right, now let me go get you that coffee.
Okay.
And so he goes back, and he comes back with with just like a big crate of coffee, and he sets it down. Is that going to be enough for you?
I'll do just fine.
All right, so he takes 1 gold, or he takes both the gold, and then he puts 8 silver back up on the.
Okay. You can have the 8 silver.
Great. Now I have to move. She resisted 4. Then I have to change. I have to move the 10s digit now. All right.
Just throw it on the ground or something if he's not going to take it.
Well, yeah.
Better
No,
than making
I have it.
change.
So I guess now that we have what we need, let's check the tavern next.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you head on over to the Green Flail, and it's pretty early. You guys spent about an hour with him, so it's about 11:30 when you walk in. So they're just getting started for lunch. There's the barkeep and his wife is kind of wiping down tables, and the innkeeper is cleaning glassware and kind of like stocking shelves, rotating bottles and whatnot. and they don't really notice you come in right away.
So I'm trying to remember when we was it like the was Captain Arlos's like brother Elrus and his wife. Do they live in the area?
Yeah, they live at the farm outside of town.
I get. We should probably keep it on the down low that we're looking for kidnappers here, just because like word might actually spread here if we're in a tavern.
But you just told the big mouth.
Yeah, because I was trying to get as much information out of that guy because I figured like, and we did get some good information out of him.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I guess we start. So how many people are in the bar right now?
There's just 2 right now, and then like I said, it's kind of early.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just them, and they're just getting ready for lunch.
I guess could ask them. So hey, excuse me. I don't suppose.
Oh, sorry. You guys looking to eat or just grab a pint real quick?
Actually, we probably should grab something to eat while we're here. But yeah, we'll get something around of food and a round of drinks too around the table. But I was also wondering if you knew anything about some travelers in the last couple weeks, like a group of like 10, 15 people that came through here.
They didn't stop by here if they came through.
Right.
Which is real odd. Usually everybody kind of swings in, but I didn't see them.
That's especially odd, like because of my understanding, like people like them would have like really gone for a drink or 2 or 5.
Well, yeah, sorry I haven't seen your friends.
That's right. Oh, we'll ask some people when they come in
I'm
for
gonna roll
lunch.
insight on this guy.
That's a good call.
What do I got?
Oh,
He got a 1.
what do you guys want to roll?
You think he is lying to you. He is definitely hiding something from you, Roan.
I got 11.
Yeah, Roan,
But I'm
he's
not gonna
definitely
do anything about it.
He's definitely hiding something from you, and he has like shifty eyes too.
Oh, I'm gonna ask these. Does he have shifty eyes?
Does it look like he has?
It seems
shifty
like he's
eyes?
lying. You guys.
All right, insight. I got a 7. Does it look like he has shifty eyes?
You like now that he says something? Yeah, kinda.
We'll keep our eye on him.
Should we murder him? Okay, we'll keep an eye on him.
What was that first bit?
We'll keep a close eye on him.
All right, so yeah, you guys grab a table. Did you guys want to kind of like sit towards the edge or kind of in the middle or?
I think in the middle, because like it's not like we're trying to avoid people.
All right, yeah. So you guys sit at a nice round table, and his wife brings. I should give her a name real quick because that would make more sense. All right, so his name is Gare. That seems like a good name.
What was the name of the tavern?
The Green Flail. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. And his wife's name is. I've just realized that I had named them earlier in my notes, but
Now they have 2 names, a first and a last name.
yep, Garen Golda. So Golda comes around and she puts down like in the middle of the table a kind of like a big platter, and it has chunks of cheese and like sliced meat, and then like she puts down a few loaves of bread.
All right. I started eating because I did not eat in the morning. I am famished.
Yep. Yeah, and there's like some nice butter there too, like so it looks like it pretty fresh, and then he comes around with big frothing mugs of ale and sets them down for you. Well, if you guys need anything, just let myself or Golda know, and we'll get you
right.
we'll get you set up.
Do you I wouldn't mind talking to Trapper Joe. Do you know where I could find him?
I'm sorry, who?
Trapper Joe? Was it Joe?
I don't know if I've ever met a Trapper Joe. It's Trapper John.
Maybe it's Trapper John.
Oh yeah, Trapper John. He's a character. He's a character. I think he's still sleeping off last night's festivities.
Oh, okay. So he's
Where does he live? Like in case he like doesn't, because we kind of want to have a word with him, but like I don't know.
I don't know where he lives per se. I don't know if he really has what one would consider a permanent residence.
Okay.
But he's sleeping upstairs.
Oh. All right.
I mean, well,
it's lunchtime. You normally sleep this late?
well,
Maybe I'll go grab him and invite him down to have some food and
I
drinks with
wouldn't
us.
try to wake him up. I would let him sleep.
let him sleep a little bit more.
Yeah, the way he was going last night, you would have thought, like, the world was ending today.
I know some hair of the dog might help him.
Well, or it might kill him. I think he probably ate the dog last night, too.
Maybe. All right, we can wait up. We can wait for him. At least we know where he is.
Yeah.
All right, so...
If you happen to see him come down, could you let him know we'd like to talk to him?
Yeah.
Maybe buy him a drink or something?
For sure. May I ask, like, who's looking for him?
Well,
And why?
my name's Aiden, and we're just trying to get some information about the hills.
You're not going to start any trouble in my...
No.
Okay.
No. We're just trying to get the layout of the land, and we heard he's the one to talk to, being a trapper and all.
And if possible, maybe we could hire him as a guide. If he knows the region well.
All right. It doesn't really, take to new folk too well, but...
Well, but we are folk who will give him some booze and some food, so that's got to help.
It's usually not an issue for him, but... All right. I'll let him know. You guys can take it from there. So, yeah. So you guys, you're kind of enjoying the meal or whatever, and like...
Aiden, you don't seem to be very hungry. Like,
No,
Ron and I are just suffering ourselves. Like, are you sure? Like, you don't want more?
I'm eating.
No, like just because like I know that he already ate earlier, so so he's not eating it like because like my character at least did not have anything to eat in the morning.
Actually, it didn't really come up, but I would have offered it.
Oh,
Were you like sneaking the sandwiches? Did we see him eating the
well,
sandwiches?
like I was sleeping. I don't know.
He
what
was
you were doing.
sleeping. You probably saw him eat a sandwich.
I would have
Oh,
offered
okay.
it to anybody
So he
else
doesn't know.
awake.
I'm just not going to say anything because I'm entertained and.
All right, so yeah, like as you guys are eating, people are starting to filter in a little bit. Like some farm hands come in, like still dirty from the field, and they're just coming in for a quick bite. And you see, and then in comes like the peace officer, and he stops by your table, And it's like it's an elf named Malaki, and he introduces himself. Well, what brings you folks to town?
Funny you should ask that. Even though I just like literally said that we probably shouldn't spread it around. He's a peace officer, so I figure. Hey, you might want to keep this down, but we're on the tail of some kidnappers.
Kidnappers?
Holy.
Wow.
In this area? Nah, I would have heard something about that.
No, my understanding is they passed through. Actually, they didn't stick. I don't think they stuck around.
Well, there's nobody to kidnap around here. We're all such a tight-knit community, we'd know immediately.
You'd know immediately.
Well, yeah, if somebody from town went missing, we'd know immediately. Nobody could keep that quiet.
Not at all, huh?
So, do you know?
I'm not sure whether to bring up or not the fact that like we know the names of like the halfling farmers and everything like that.
Are they halflings?
No, yeah. Well, I'm assuming if it was Captain Arlos's brother, at least.
Oh yeah, he was a halfling.
Yeah, he's a halfling.
What's their names?
It was Elris and Prissa. I think it was Priska or something like that.
No, I think this is an opportunity to make sure that the pirate was telling us the truth.
All right. So, have you heard anything about how Elris and his wife Prissa are doing?
Oh, Elris and Priska? They're a nice couple. We don't see them too much around here. They're pretty self-sufficient out on their farm. We probably see them, I don't know, once or twice every couple of months when they're coming in for new supplies and whatnot.
Right.
They're not too well off, but they're good enough folk.
So they live quite a ways out of town then.
Oh yeah, they're a few miles outside of town. How do you know them?
We're friends with one of their brothers, with the husband's brother.
I didn't realize Elris had a brother. So what brings you out this way then? If you're like,
Well, we're on the trail
of the kidnappers.
Yeah.
Was one of his brothers the one that was kidnapped?
It was something like I don't want to get into it. Like it's.
We heard it was their children.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you. And if you go out and see him, give him my best.
All right.
Do you know his children's name?
What, the
Elvis?
kids?
Yeah.
The kids? I think it's Sari and George.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, we just want to go check in on them. Yeah, just a little worried about it. I guess his
Well,
brother's
we
a little
gotta
worried.
we gotta wait for this other guy to wake up. So maybe we could head out there right now.
Yeah, if it's only a few miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go check up with him.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. So I guess we'll ask the marshal for directions to their farm.
Well, yeah, he gives you directions.
And like I said, we'll come back here later.
Well, yeah. So we'll pay our tab.
Yeah.
All right. It's like 5 silver apiece for lunch and the drinks.
All right.
All right. All right, and then we'll hop in the wagon, head out of town
Yeah.
to the farm.
All right. So you guys, you tootle along a little bit.
All right.
What?
Well, I was just thinking we probably should have told the barkeep maybe leave a little something, leave a little money for Trapper Joe or John. And
I'll just be surprised if he's awake when we
Yeah.
get back.
see if he can buy him a couple drinks until we get back, just to hold him over. But
We're already on the road.
yeah, that's what I was going to do. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right. So you guys, you go down the road, and the pace you're going, it probably takes you about 2 hours to get out where you're going, and you come up and going along, like you see all these the low stone walls, like little like animal paddocks, and you start to see some sheep as you get closer, and finally you see there's this low house, smoke coming up out of it. There's a couple of barns and like a silo probably full of some sort of feed or whatnot, and
Okay.
yeah.
So we'll just drive up to the farm,
Yeah.
see if anybody comes out.
Yeah. Is there anybody working the fields right now?
No.
All right.
No.
Guess and go up to the house then and knock.
Yep.
All right, as you approach the door, a voice comes. Stop right there. And one more move and an arrow goes through your throat.
Well, we wouldn't want that, so we'll stop right here then.
I'll just stop.
It's just coming through a door or a
Yeah,
window.
so as you guys approach the house, a voice came from inside.
Inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they? I'm gonna see if there's
Well,
windows. I'm gonna see where.
All right.
I'm just gonna try to see which window.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
All right, yeah. So you see some movement coming from inside the window to the left of the door, and then you get the little glint off of a crossbow bolt from inside.
Okay. I'm gonna just whisper these guys real quick. Left window next to the door.
All right. We're actually here to help.
Bullshit! Get off my property.
Is it a male voice?
Yeah.
Your brother sent us.
I don't have a brother. Get out of here.
You don't have Arlos? Arlos? It was Arlos.
You're from that piece of garbage? You one of his men?
No, he kind
Might
of
as well shoot you where you stand.
he kind of has a crossbow to our head, so we have to help him out, and
Well, it seems like I have one to your face, too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad choice.
But he sent us out here to help you get your kids back.
Prove it.
I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. I don't know what you mean by prove it.
Look,
We're here to get some information before we.
we're just trying to help you get your kids. He kidnapped our friend, the guy that would own this banana map thing, and we just want to help. That's all. If we meant ill intention, we wouldn't walk right up to your front door in the middle of the day.
The others did.
Well, I think you'd be on your guard now, and that wouldn't be a smart move to do again the second time.
Or maybe you think that's what I would say.
Well, do you want some help?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm actually trained in that.
All right.
20. All natural.
All right. One of you can come in. The rest stay out there.
You want to head in? You persuaded him, Maiden.
I probably shouldn't. I'll say that.
I was going to say you.
That would be come out like all bloody. Well,
You got this, Aiden. Go on.
I'll go
Get
on.
what information you can.
All right. I didn't take any notes. I have the names down. All right. Yeah, I'll go inside.
All right. So you go in and you see Elris and like he has like sandy hair and he he's wearing bib overalls and he has a crossbow like trained on you the entire time, and you see his wife like just looks completely distraught and is sitting silently in the corner, kind of like 1,000-yard stare. And
Okay. I'll lay my sword down somewhere off to the side and say,
and when you do that, he lowers the crossbow a little bit.
all right, may I have a seat and talk?
Please sit down.
All right. So I'll sit down and say, look, I understand this is a tough time for you, but I'm really truly here to help, and I want to know what I can do to help, or we would like to know.
A look of relief kind of like looks across, or goes across his face. Well, goddamn, you're probably telling the truth. I didn't think Arliss even cared anymore.
Yeah, I don't know him very well, but he sent us to help.
Well, if he's running with a lot like you, he's probably maybe flipped over a new leaf. Well, which will be good. That's good to hear.
So what can I do? So what do you know about these kidnappers? Or
Well, I know that they showed up out of nowhere, and we invited them in. It's the hospitable thing to do. They looked like weary travelers. We fed them right, and then in the middle of the night, they done took my kids.
how many were there?
Kids too.
No, I'm sorry, the travelers.
Oh, there was about 12 of them.
12? Okay. And do you know where they're holding up now?
You think I would be here if I did? All I know is they took off running, and he points, kind of north. They took off running into the wilderness over there.
Is that toward the hills? by
Yep.
chance?
Well, I mean, you're in like a hilly area.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
The hills is more than like a specific area.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if I was in the hills yet. Maybe they were still north, south, whatever. Okay. So when do you suppose they're being held for ransom?
I haven't gotten a ransom note or nothing. I don't even know why they were taken.
Did they? So they didn't leave any kind of note or anything, or any
They
information?
just said that they'd bring the kids back eventually unharmed as long as I didn't go to the authorities.
That's okay. All right.
They didn't tell me why. They didn't tell me much of nothing. And to be completely honest, I'm worried sick.
Well, I tell you what, I got some of the finest trackers down there, and we're gonna do what we can to get your kids back to you.
Well, thank you, sir.
If there anything else you can tell me that may be of use, I'd appreciate it.
Well, they were definitely not from around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some funny accents, and they didn't look like they were well suited for living in the woods.
How old were your kids?
Well, sorry, she's the eldest. She's about 8, and George, well, he's a little young thing yet. He's 4.
Okay.
Tell him not to apologize. Just tell him not to apologize.
I know it just sounded like that. All right. Well, listen, I don't want to take any more of your time, but when we come back, please don't shoot. And,
I won't shoot you.
all right.
But if I see any of those dirty hounds, I'll probably plug them.
I don't blame you. Okay, and then I'll get out of your hair, and I'll get ready to leave.
All right. Well, thank you.
So, all right, I'll go back outside, kind of relay the information. Well, see, we need to pull out of here, and then as we're pulling away and out of earshot, then I'll relay the information.
All right.
And
We're definitely going to need maybe either Trapper John or we're going to have to hire somebody from the tavern who like knows the area because we do not have tracking skills. Unfortunately, the pirate took the one of us that actually does have tracking skills.
Shit.
Yeah.
well, let's go back and see if we can meet the trapper.
Yeah.
And maybe tell the law enforcement to... Did we tell the law enforcement?
Actually, I'm kind of curious if like the law enforcement is in their pocket because he didn't seem that worried about anything.
No, he didn't know about anything.
I didn't roll insight, so I don't know. So yeah, I guess we'll just make our way back to the tavern.
All right, yeah. So you know, a couple hours go by. It's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon now. You roll up, getting ready for the dinner rush, and there's a few people lounging about in the tavern. And
All right.
I'll ask the barkeep if Trapper John is waking yet.
oh yeah, he hightailed it out of here when I told him somebody was looking for him.
Oh, jeez.
He looked like you didn't mean him no harm, did you?
No,
No.
we need his assistance.
Well, I mean, I said there was a group of rough-looking fellas looking for him, and he
He must have.
turned white as a ghost.
He must have it mixed up with that other rough group.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he thought.
Well, actually, it sounds more and more like he might have information that we need. So, like, I don't suppose you pointed us in his direction.
I'm sorry, I don't know you from Adam.
I'm gonna try to persuade him. Like, we really need this. We need to try to. It's important that we find him. And
How
get
are
the
you trying
information.
to persuade him?
I'm not trying to hypnotize him.
With
if
nice
that's what you're-
words.
No,
with
no,
nice
but
words.
like, what are the words that you're using? Like,
was-
tell me how you're trying to persuade him, because he literally does not know you, and he knows this guy, so he does not want to tell you anything about him.
All right, so like all right,
Gold.
so try to be quiet about this. Like as I try to be quiet. I lean in, try to see if like he'll like lean into. So like I can whisper what's going on.
Yeah, he sees you lean in, and he stands there.
You know Elris and Prissa.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You know Elris and Prissa.
I know of him.
They're keep this down. Their kids were kidnapped a couple weeks ago, and that's what we're here for.
And you think Trapper John did it?
No, we do not think Trapper John did it, but we think he might know where the people are who did do it.
And
Okay.
we're just trying to get his assistance so we can get the kids
We
back.
just gotta get those kids back.
That's all we're after. I'm good at persuasion. so
Roll your persuasion.
I got a 15. Want to roll it again?
Oh, no.
I got 15 also.
Look, I'm sure your story's true, but the way Trapper looked, I wouldn't feel right sending you after him.
All right.
I start rolling a coin in my hand, and swing it back and forth, and I use hypnotic gaze on him.
Okay.
So a wisdom save.
Unnatural 7 or natural 17.
All right, so yeah, he's not affected by anything. All right. He said unnatural 7. I was like, what?
no, sorry, yeah, natural 17.
Hey, drink some more of that coffee there.
Look, these kids are in danger, and we need to help them get back to their parents.
I completely understand. I'm not telling you where Trapper is.
All right. Was there anybody else in town that may know the woods that we could talk to that could help us find these kids? We're just looking for some information, a guide or something.
Roll a perception check.
19.
Yeah, so like looking around the room, you see, some people who definitely look like woodsy folk.
Okay.
And there's some other farmers and stuff in here.
Oh,
And
I forgot. We get kind of focused.
But yeah, there's a couple of dwarves wearing like buckskin jackets with like long hair and like knotted beards that are they're like talking in hushed tones over pints. there's like a halfling and a human farmer, kind of like shooting the shit, and like then there's like a few people like captivated by somebody who's telling like it looks like he's telling a story, very animated, and every once in a while like the group bursts out into laughter.
I got 30 gold for the best tracker in here for 2 days' work. I yell it out.
Okay, you yell it out. One of the dwarves picks up. Sorry, how much was that?
30 gold for 2 days' work.
Well, I'm the best damn tracker in the county.
I look over at the barkeep. Is he telling the truth?
Well, I mean, I've never seen him without a drink in his hand, but he sure could find his way back here just fine.
Okay. Well, we start now.
All right.
How much time do you need to get ready?
I'm ready to go right now. I'm Diwali.
Diwali?
Yep, he holds out his hand.
I'll shake his hand.
All right.
I'm Aiden.
Well, what are we hunting? Elk?
Let's go outside and we'll talk about that.
So not elk.
No.
Moose?
Come on outside.
Bears.
I start walking to the door.
He downs his pint and sets it on the thing. Well, I'm following the gold. All right, half up front, half when we find what you're getting.
Okay.
I'll give him 5 gold for that too.
All right.
For the 15 gold up front.
I might as well too.
Okay.
So that way you're not out 30 gold altogether.
All right.
I'm getting low though, guys. I got 221.
Oh gosh.
I've never had that much.
All right. So yeah, he's, like he kind of has like a wild look in his eye, and like one eye wanders a little bit.
That's all right. We only need one good eye for this.
And it looks like he hasn't showered in ever.
That's probably a good thing for what we're looking for.
Yep.
All right. So I guess we'll fill him in on the
Yeah.
situation.
We're after kidnappers. That's what we're tracking.
Never heard of those. What do they taste like? What do they look like?
Well, they're
What do they smell like?
There was a group that traveled into town here. What was it, 2 weeks ago?
a group of 12 people
12 people came in through town.
kidnapped I don't know if you know the farmer Elris. They took his kids.
And then we were...
The farmer walrus.
Elris.
Yeah, all right. Let's find walrus's kids.
That's what we're looking for.
All right.
Unless
So
you happen-
we're looking for goats.
Elris's kids.
Yeah, walrus goats.
Nope. They're halfling
Do you know where
children.
Trapper John is?
Nope.
You don't know where he hangs out?
I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm Diwali, by the way.
I shake his hand. Are you sure this guy seems pretty worthless? He was not I don't think he's worth the money. I don't think he's a tracker at all.
Well, that's real rude. Maybe I quit.
You haven't even let us out of town yet, so if you quit, you're going to let some kids die?
Well, they're just goats.
Do you have
Children.
kids?
They're children.
Children?
Yes, halfling
Why are you
children.
hunting children?
I've already told you, we're trying to save them. They were kidnapped.
Oh. They're lost.
Some people took them.
This is just a waste of time. We're just wasting our time here. We gotta do something else. This guy's completely worthless.
You're real mean.
We need to cut our losses.
You're a real mean dwarf. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to be mean to people?
Can you track or not?
My mom told me to be useful.
Well, I don't want to help you.
I
He
can tell.
throws your gold back on the ground.
I take my gold back.
He goes back inside. Those people are the rudest sons of bitches I ever met.
I said we head out of town.
We got nowhere to go.
Yeah, we do.
Let's check the chapel. Actually, they know something about Trapper John. Because that's like one of the last places we have We got no, because we have nowhere else to look. Like we don't know where to look in the hills besides just go wander around for 2 days.
Woo! I want to do
Well,
that.
I mean, I'm fine for checking the chapel, but if nothing else, then I'm about to go do that.
All right. Well, we have no other choice if this doesn't work.
Well, that's nice. Okay, we got our 5 gold back.
Yeah, we got our 5 gold back.
All right. We are actually going to take a break here, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right, and we're back. So you guys have, kind of walked down the street to the temple of Dacnius.
Which god is Dacnius?
He's the god of harvest slash also like the god of fermentation.
All right. All right. Guess head on in.
All right, yeah. So you go in, and it's your pretty standard temple. There's like there's a statue of Dacnius in the middle, or towards the end, and like an altar, and you see a priest like in a in robes, kind of walking around. He's a half elf.
Anybody else in here?
Nope.
All right. Pardon me, priest. I don't suppose you could give us a moment of your time.
Well, there's always a moment to help a traveler in need.
Well, thank you. So
What is your burden, son?
it's not great. You're familiar. Are you familiar with the Elris and Prissa halflings, just outside of town?
Unfortunately, I don't believe they are part of my congregation.
Well, their children were kidnapped.
Well, that is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Have you contacted the authorities?
He didn't seem to believe that it was an issue. I want to roll insight on this priest, though. It seemed like he seems interested. If he seems bothered by the kidnapping, because nobody seems to be bothered by kidnapping in this town. I got an 18.
Well, I mean, he's obviously concerned if you are telling the truth and there is a kidnapping.
Now, the family didn't want the authorities notified, and so we're looking into the matter.
Okay.
And it was a group of people that camped through town a couple weeks ago. 12 of them. And we have a lead, Trapper John. He might know where they're hanging out, but he.
Unfortunately, I don't know anybody by that name.
Did I get the name right this time, or he just?
How about this? Do you know anybody that could, or do you know somebody that knows the area in the hills of where a group of people like this might tend to hang out and hide out?
Most of the people I talk to are, farmers, and people in town. But have you tried over at the tavern?
Yeah, we found a bunch of drunks that.
It was a dead end. It was just it was unfortunately drunks.
Yeah.
Then I know there's a man in town usually hangs out there by the name of Cato. Did you talk to him?
No, we have not talked to him.
He's usually good to help somebody in need. Good man.
Could you describe him?
Kind of, long beard, kind of shaggy hair, little unkempt, but always clean. Very, very nice man.
And you think he would know the hills pretty well?
Well, he spends a lot of time in the area, but I don't know. You're asking somebody to just know a small area in a very large one, and just know where you want to go. I think what you need is a tracker, son.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Well, and then you also have to have a starting spot.
Well, we got one of those.
I got that too.
All right. Well, then, what are you here talking to me for?
Because I can't find a freaking tracker.
Let's try the tavern one more time to find this Cato. But I swear, if he's that dwarf that could not understand a single word that we're saying to him.
The dwarf's name was Dwally.
All right, yeah.
I walk out.
Yeah.
All right.
To the tavern?
I don't know. I'm half tempted to walk right straight into the woods.
Yeah, we're not going to find anything in 2 days. We do need a tracker.
I'll go track.
How confident are you in your tracking skills?
More confident in that fucking dwarf that we found.
I hate this town. All right, let's try.
All right. We'll go by the inn, I guess, and then I'm heading out to the woods after that.
No, yeah, we're just gonna have to try our best after that.
Okay.
To the inn, I mean the tavern.
All right, so you head back to the inn, and you walk back in, and like as soon as Dwally, his one good eye stares you down.
I flip him off.
He stands up, and his friend puts his hand on his shoulder and sits him back down.
I'll go to the barkeep and then ask for Kato, if you could point him out.
So the barkeep at this point he's a little wary of you because you guys keep coming in and then asking about random people, and so he's like, "Why do you want to know?"
I'll grab someone's drink, anybody's drink, and I'll throw it against the wall. And I say, "I'm tired of these freaking games. You're gonna help me out, or I'm gonna burn this place down."
Roll an intimidation check.
I'm popping up my armor.
Unnatural 20.
I'm glad that you did it first.
He's like, he's over there. He points to a guy kind of leaning against the wall, next to the fire, and he looks at you, he kind of looks up.
All right, so I'm just glad it's not the last guy that we pulled out of here. All right, I'll walk over to the guy. Was he in here before? Do I know?
Yeah, he was in here before.
And he didn't say anything?
No.
All right. So I guess we're there. All right, we're just gonna keep this simple.
You should let him talk
Right.
because he's the one who just caused the commotion.
All right.
Are you interested in making some money?
I don't know. Do you always fly off the handle like that?
I'm trying to save some people's lives, and nobody in this town gives a shit. So if you're willing to help out, I'm even willing to pay for it. I would greatly appreciate your help.
Well, friend. This is the first I'm hearing about any of this.
I'm
So
trying to keep it under wraps.
Take a deep breath.
I've spent the entire
And-
day to find somebody in this town that would help some little kids that are been kidnapped. Will you help me?
I will help you find some little kids, but we just need to take a deep breath and before we go off all half-cocked.
We've got 3 days to find these kids, and now it's down to 2 because I've wasted an entire day finding anybody in this damn town that would be willing to help. It's like nobody gives a shit about anybody around here. Is that the kind of town that this place is?
He's got a point.
Can roll for that?
Okay, first of all, you haven't told anybody about little kids being kidnapped.
We've told everybody.
Except the dwarf.
And the marshal.
The marshal didn't believe you
Yeah,
because he would have heard about
We
it.
told the priest. He even gave us
tavern.
an attitude about it.
Yeah, even the priest gave us attitude about
We
it.
told the barkeep, the dwarf.
We've
fucking
told a lot of
police
people, actually.
Fucking nobody gives
You
a
didn't
shit.
tell the barkeep that you were looking for people. Or were looking for kids.
That there was a kidnapping. Yeah, I thought that was one of the
I
things.
thought
that-
we did at
yeah.
some point.
You may have used the word kidnapping, but you never
Yeah.
said it was children who
Yeah.
were kidnapped.
All right. Well, does that even matter?
Yeah, it kind of does. That's a huge difference.
But he didn't
I
bring
mean,
up.
it does make it worse, but I mean, kidnapped alone is still
Also,
kidnapped.
He didn't ask for any details about there's a kidnapping. So
well,
because
because he was already distrustful of you to begin with. Because
I'm still okay with burning this place down. Just saying that.
Fucking, it's the meanest or most. I don't know what the right word is, but for a small town, it has none of that little small town charm.
No.
That's for sure.
I see why the couple only came in every 2 months.
Yeah, shit. All right. All right. So I'm worked up, so I'm just gonna stay quiet and let somebody else kind of take over from here.
All right, so the couple Elris and Priscilla just out of town.
know of them.
Their kids, Sari and George, were kidnapped by a group of 12 people. And they
How
had
long ago?
2 weeks.
All right. All right. Okay. Well, we should probably start looking for him then. He looks outside. Tomorrow. Because there's no way we're finding any tracks in the dark.
All right. Or do you want to meet up tomorrow?
Well, this is really the only place in town.
All right.
All right. Is this like an inn also then?
I don't think we're going to
Yeah.
be getting a room here after you smash this glass against and threaten to burn the place down.
Fine. I'll go out and camp out by the.
Yeah, I think we're
By the
camping
wagon.
out tonight.
Don't care. Fucking people, man. Jeez.
Yeah, fuck this town.
All right, so yeah, you guys go camp out. Get a nice fitful sleep in. You gotta get all your anger out a little bit, and yeah. So in the morning, it's morning time.
Yeah.
I'll grab a sandwich. Offer these guys a sandwich if there's any left.
I'll grab one, yeah.
There's not any left.
No?
There's one last sandwich left.
Oh, well, sorry, guys. But we got travel rations.
Yeah.
So let's just get a quick bite to eat and go. And then we meet this
Well,
guy.
just rations. I don't think we should grab a food. I don't really think we should spend any more time in that tavern if we can help
No,
it.
that's what I meant.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's what you meant. Just rations.
Yeah, you're not really welcome there
Yeah.
anymore.
I, like when you said grab a bite to eat, I was like thinking, go to the tavern.
Well, I'm going to eat my sandwich.
yeah. I'm just going to have some beef jerky or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. So you guys eat up.
And go try to meet him at the tavern.
All right. So you guys get to the tavern. He's standing outside. Well, it took you long enough.
Isn't it Don?
I mean, by the time you guys ate and stuff, it's
Well, we weren't lollygagging.
but you weren't hurrying.
Well, we weren't like cooking a breakfast. We're eating
I
like
know,
a cold
I know,
breakfast.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go.
All right. Where are we going?
We're going to start at their farm.
All right. Well, let's go.
Unless you know of a place where these people might tend to hang out.
Well, it's a very big country, and 12 people isn't a very big group.
Yeah, I agree. So let's go to the farm.
All right, so he's on his horse, and when you guys start following, what are you guys doing? Bringing a wagon.
That's all we got.
We can follow on foot. We can't. No, we
Yeah,
can't.
we can follow on foot from the farm.
We're going to leave the wagon at the farm.
All right.
We don't have horses.
Unless you
to
got some
ride.
horses. I mean, I'll be glad to rent some horses from you.
I have this horse, and
Yeah.
that's it. All right, you guys are a very well equipped rescue party. So,
It's not our normal job, that's for sure.
all right, so you guys make it to the farm. And he kind of does a wide circle for about an hour, and he comes back.
While he's doing that, if the farmers or the family, if they notice us, I'll talk to them.
They definitely notice you.
And then, do they have horses on this farm?
No, they have sheep and dogs.
Okay, all right. Well, then that's fine.
If
I'll
I-
just
if
fill
I,
them in what
if I was a
what's going on.
halfling, I could ride a dog.
Yeah.
They're not riding dogs, they're sheep dogs.
There are some riding dogs, though.
These are not riding
They're not
dogs.
riding dogs.
These are sheep dogs for herding sheep.
Okay. Well, I'll just let them know what's going on so that they're not too worried.
And they're very concerned that you didn't tell the authorities, right? You didn't mention anything to the authorities?
No, not since we've talked to you.
Oh, nice. Nice truth telling there.
Yeah, it just snuck that.
All right, so he comes back. Well, I mean, it's been a few weeks, so there's not much sign, but it looks like a group came through here a while back. And I have some idea where they might have gone.
All right.
Let's go. Can we go there on foot?
Yeah, it's going to take a while, but yeah, we can get there on foot.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll head out.
All right, so, he kind of points you in the right direction. He goes scouting ahead and comes back to correct your guys' course and whatnot.
Man, it's times like this I wish I had gone with having a familiar as a spell.
Yeah.
do some scouting.
Yeah.
All right, so, yeah, you guys are just kind of trudging through the woods or whatever, and like a few hours pass, and it hits the and every once in a while he has to stop and like course correct and be like, well, we should probably check this way or whatever. Wait, and like you hit a stream and he loses then he picks up some sign again, and
Right.
the night falls and you guys have to make camp for the night.
Okay.
Where do you keep coming unplugged thing? All right. Yeah. So you guys make camp for the night. So, how much time did you guys say that we had?
Well, we got one more day.
Wow, what took you guys so long to get anybody going?
Yeah, I know. The person that sent us out here definitely was just twiddling their fingers
Well, we only found out about this,
2 days ago.
yeah, and then we had to travel to the town and find someone that could help us track, because we can't track. And that took...
Did you even try to track?
No.
It took you an hour to find the trail. We do not have any sort of skills in tracking. Like we're more city people. Actually, I don't know about I don't know about Aiden, but I'm
Right.
assuming that you're city folk too.
Well, I grew up in a blacksmith, so I guess...
Yeah,
But, yeah, so, yeah, it's just...
it's out of our wheelhouse, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no point in us running around the woods for 2 days and getting lost.
Yeah, you guys probably shouldn't have taken this job then, huh?
It wasn't really a thing we had a choice with.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. Someone else is going to die if we don't find these kids.
Well, it sounds
It's
like you guys were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Don't envy you one bit. Also, what's up with the quiet dude?
He's
I thought he was asleep.
Just chilling.
Just picturing Roan like silent guardian, just standing, taking everything in.
Yep. Just wait until we get there.
Hey, but when it comes to combat, at least we're good at that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because I'm
There's
not
12 of 'em.
doing any fighting for you.
That's fine.
No, we just need you to lead us to him. We'll take it from there.
All right. So yeah, you guys crash for the night, and then he like in the morning, he's not there, and
That means that he was must have been on their pay or something. If he's gone.
All right, I want to do a survival check, see if I can tell which way
Yeah, I
you
think
went.
we're all gonna have to do. I'm gonna aid him. I'm gonna
Just keep rolling
I'm gonna
survival.
try to give him
over and over
advantage by helping him.
because I'm dying.
Wait, so do I get advantage then?
If I use help.
yep.
Good. I rolled 2 ones.
All right.
Again?
I got an 18.
No, that wasn't me last time. I think I was Matt.
So all right. So Rowan, you see like you see a trail kind of leading away from camp, and you're looking at it a little bit. And while you guys are like looking around at trails
Aiden, is
and
that
stuff,
a trail? Aiden, is that a trail? Aiden, is that a trail?
The trail that we came in on, that's the one I'm thinking we went. He left.
Kato comes riding back up to camp. Hey guys, so I found him.
Oh yeah?
Wow.
Wow.
Why do you guys look so worried?
Thought you you decided to run off. And so like we wouldn't be able to find them.
You said that there were kids. What kind of person do you think I am?
Actually, I didn't think that at all.
A sneaky one.
I just thought you left the other way because I was trying to figure out which way you went.
Roll, roll a deception, or yeah.
Deception. 8.
All right.
Hey, after my experience in town, I can't say that you should blame me
I
on that
feel
one.
like you jumped to a lot of conclusions.
Yeah, well, when it takes an entire day asking around for help for some lost kids, you get some jaded feelings.
Well, Aiden, sometimes you just need to know how to ask for help right. You're
about-
gonna trust people again. I believe in you.
All right, how about we quit the life lessons and let's go get the kids?
It seems like you need some life lessons.
To the kids.
Yeah, enough life lessons. Let's get the kids.
All right, so he leads you to, to like a small ridge, and he's like, "All right, well, they're down there, and like there's like a little cave opening, and there's some smoke coming out of it."
Popping my armor.
All right. So just so you guys know, like what time is it? Like
It's morning.
All right. So actually, so like as long as things go okay, then like we should be able to make the spot just fine. If we lose a bunch of time though, I might not be walking into my own power, so you guys might have to leave me behind. Just if we're that far behind on making the meeting.
Hold on. What's our plan here?
Go in there and fight. That was my plan. Take out. Do you want to try to discuss that with a bunch of kidnappers?
You know, this is something I think we should have talked about like a couple hours ago, but I guess in game we should have talked about a few days ago.
Yeah.
But we know the meeting spot. We know where they are going to be at for the exchange.
No, I don't think they were going. The meeting spot is for us and to get Renton back.
Yeah, that's for later if we succeed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, like it's not for that.
No, the meeting spot was where he was exchanging the ransom for the kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
I thought that was like we're supposed to meet
Oh
up.
no, you're also supposed to meet him there.
Right.
Yeah. So we could have just done that the whole time and just prepared and been there and set an ambush up there, but they would have been expecting that. But so now we got the element of surprise. That's what we gained.
Well, it's not gonna like once they start screaming after dying. I think that's gonna give it away.
So, Kato, have you been able to spot the children?
Nope, but I've seen a few of them milling about. I haven't seen kids yet.
Well, unfortunately, stealth is not our way. So I think we're just gonna have to go in there and fight. Like we can try to see how close we can get. Try to close it. Actually, Kato, do you see like a way like we can get like get up around like so like we can come up behind them or anything? Like did you come?
There's only one way in and out of that cave, and it's right there.
All right. Guess we're just going in.
I'm down.
Oh, I gotta roll my die for my hammer. 1. Cool.
So we have no sign of the kids yet. We don't even know for sure that these are the guys.
We'll find
They're
out.
the guys. This is where the trail went. If you put me on the right trail, this is where they are.
I think we should just get this over with. Go in there.
Yep.
The second they start raising arms against us, we'll know for sure.
All right. Well, can you guys find your way back?
Yeah.
All
right. Well,
can I roll survival? And I want to see how confident I feel. Well, I'm pretty confident, even though I probably rolled bad.
all right. Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, you're pretty confident you know
Yeah.
the way back.
Yeah.
We just have to go a certain direction.
All right, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. I hope you save the kids. But I'm going to get out of here before they see me, just in case they win. So
All right.
Here's 15 gold.
keep it. Just save those kids.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get down
And don't lose faith in people.
I'm
I'll see you
walking
later.
down. Life lessons from that fucker.
there. I turned to Aiden. Aiden, I'm with you. Fuck that town.
Good. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, let's get ready to take out this. So do we see any guards on post?
No, you haven't seen anybody yet.
We haven't seen anybody, or
Nope.
so we just know they're in this alcove that we can't quite see yet.
Yeah, it's a cave.
Cave. Okay.
All right. Well, let's just go on in.
Do you want to see if we can at least take out the guards? Which they
Well,
probably-
we don't see any of them, right?
Nope.
Yeah. So we don't see any guards.
So we can see the mouth of the gate.
You can see
cave?
the mouth of the cave,
Okay.
and you can see smoke coming out of it.
All right.
All right. All right. Well, I guess we'll head in there. We can try to be stealthy at least. See if we can take a couple out quietly before all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's no harm in trying. I'm not saying I don't feel more confident about it.
Tell you
but-
what, we get like 1 or 2 of them by themselves. I'll see what I can do. But like, if it's more than that, not a whole lot I can do for taking people down quietly.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we'll try to sneak up on the cave and see what happens. See what we can see.
We're going in.
All right, roll stealth checks.
Yay for disadvantage. I really need a breastplate. I need that not to have to. Oh wow,
Ooh.
a 20 and a 19. I got a 21 then.
So I rolled a 3.
I got an unnatural 20.
All right, so you guys are very sneaky. He steps on every twig and clanks down the hill. Like clank, 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 clank.
Sorry, guys.
We're here.
I just need to have a silent spell just to cast on you.
All right, so like as you guys get down to the mouth of the cave, you kind of peer in, and you see six pirates like standing up and like looking towards the mouth of the cave because they heard a bunch of ruckus, and then they see you. You see them.
Shatter time.
There's some
love.
initiative rolls that need to happen.
Love at first sight.
Come on. I don't want to roll low right now. High roll is what I need. Oh, yes. I got an 18.
11.
All right, where's their deck?
I was hoping it'd be like two of them, like two guards. Like, I can charm them. And then, like, that's two less
Right, you
people.
said you got an 11?
Right.
And you got a what?
18.
18 and you got an 18?
Also 18.
You can go first.
Okay.
I don't think you can buy in the middle of the shatter.
That's what I'm saying. You can go first.
All right. And then
Were they all grouped together, like in the area of his shatter? Otherwise, it might be better for me to go first to draw them in.
Well, it's a cave, and they're all sitting by each other.
yeah, well they're standing by
They're
each other
standing
now.
by each other.
All right. Then we have Roan. Then we have all the rest of them.
Yeah, I need a breastplate. Doesn't give me any extra armor, but at least I'll have disadvantage on stealth.
All right.
Yeah.
So the first pirate runs forward with his cutlass out and attacks the wizard.
All right.
The ugly one.
Yeah, attacks the ugly dwarf. And hits with a 21.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, 23.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Okay. For 7 damage.
All right.
All right. And then he swings again and misses.
All right.
All right. All right, wizard.
I guess so. That's the first guy. So there's 5 still back by there.
Yep.
I shatter them.
Okay.
All have to do a Constitution save.
What's the
It's 13.
13? Okay. We have. Gone. All right. 2 fail.
All right. Oh, I didn't roll bad. So 21 damage for the ones that failed, and 11 damage for the ones who succeeded.
All right. So if I do that, you said 21.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
that's the best I've rolled on my shatter.
That was a good roll.
That was a very good roll. That's gonna make this fight just a little easier. All right. Aiden.
I will move up and attack the biggest group of them I could find.
Okay.
Or,
Well, I mean,
yeah, I mean, just trying to.
and
draw-
Shatter knocks him back too, right? Or
No,
no.
it
Okay.
does not.
All right.
I'm just trying to draw aggro, so if they try to leave, I get tax opportunity, stuff like that. So
All right. Yeah. So running past him will provoke an attack of opportunity from the pirate that's on him.
from one, and then
Yeah. And then you can get up to the others.
okay, I'll do that.
All right. And he misses.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so you run up and like all of these guys, they like basically like the shatter came through, the fire exploded, and like so now like there's just little bits of fire everywhere, and they're all like what? Ah!
There are no more chairs.
Yeah, and like and there's like a ringing in their ears, and they're all disoriented.
All right, I am going to use action surge for the extra attack, and use my fighting spirit for the for advantage on the attack rolls.
Okay.
Plus, I get 5 temporary hit points. So 20 something to hit.
Okay.
7 damage. And 13.
That's just on the first one, right?
Yeah. And then 13 to hit on the second one.
That is a hit.
Whew. Jesus. 6 damage.
Okay,
Jeez.
so that's what, 13 total?
I think so. What did I say, 7 on the first one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, he is still up.
Yeah, rolled about as low as he could for damage.
Right. All right. And so that one decides to hit you because that seems like the right move at this moment.
Sure.
And crits. So for 13 damage. And then he swings again.
So
And hits for an additional 5 damage. So it's 18 damage total.
all right. It's a good thing I got those temporary hit points.
Right. And then the one right next to him is also going to attack you. But he's going to move up and attack you. And miss with his first attack. And hit with his second. For 10.
Ooh.
All right. And then the other 3, you're going to get an attack of opportunity on one of them, Jake.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and use that.
Does my fighting spirit, would that still be
How long does it last? Is it just your turn?
for that turn?
Oh yeah, then you don't have it up anymore.
No? Okay. 18 to hit.
Great, that's a hit.
6 damage.
Ah,
Jesus.
okay.
I'm getting
Right.
like minimum
So-
rolls.
One of them goes up onto well, so the dwarf is the only like. Are you in the cave mouth yet, Pete? Or
Yeah.
you- okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I was next to Aerodon.
All right. Yeah. So one is going to go after Aranon, and the other 2 are going to go after you, Pete. So, and miss, and that's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Carlos. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Or-
Carlos.
yeah. I'm sorry, Aranon. Do you want to burn your?
21. It would not help.
Oh,
It'd
okay.
still be a hit.
All right. I wasn't sure what your threshold. What's your threshold with shield?
21. So it's
Oh,
still hit.
yep. Okay. He hits you for 3.
All right.
All right. So then the 2 on Roan. First attack of 4, miss. Miss. What's your AC, Roan?
16.
16. Yep, miss. The second one attacks and misses. And hey, we got a hit. All right. Whew. Why are you so hard to hit?
Because I have my armor up.
He hits you for 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, that's on my armor, but he takes 10.
That's a bummer.
Oh, he takes 10?
If only he did
Yeah,
9.
so he swings his cutlass down and like, cuts you pretty deep, but like as it swipes down, like it breaks through your armor, there's like a shatter and then he's just like thrown back into the cave wall. Mm-hmm. Dead.
Oh, dead. Just dead. Oh, that's right, because Shatter got him, didn't he?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, no, and that was also the one that Jake nicked on the way by too.
Oh,
so he
yeah,
was
just
doing real rough to
drive
begin
by?
with. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then the other one that's on Aranon, like saw the whole shatter thing that happened and was like, "Oh hell no, not to my friends!" And he just goes all in, and he hits for 3, and then
All in, huh?
he hits
Wow.
again.
But
For
they're hitting
3.
me for like 10 to 15 points, man. And
Like, well, yeah,
they go all in on
Yeah.
3 on him.
I'm rolling 8s for you and 1s for him.
I'm
Like,
super bloodied actually right now because that first hit really got me down.
All right,
Take
Aranon.
it easy.
So how many of them are grouped together right now? Like,
There are 2 on you.
Wait, I haven't gone yet.
yeah.
Oh,
once Ron
shit.
going.
I'm sorry, Ron.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Rick did it too.
You're just too quiet
It's
over
okay.
there, man. You got,
No, yeah, Ron. Go,
Guess. I'm
go
just
ahead.
always last to go. All right. So I'm gonna go for the other one that was on me.
Okay.
Hopefully hit him here. No. Can't even use all my inspiration to get that as a hit. So
Well, inspiration is a reroll.
Inspiration is a reroll.
Yeah.
Wait, a reroll?
Yeah.
I thought it was just adding 1 point.
No.
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 Yeah, you can
Oh,
re-roll.
all right. Well, I'm gonna use an inspiration then. Never mind. That's bullshit. What, can I use another one?
Yeah, you can use as many inspirations as you want.
You're at 3.
I had 3. Now I got
1. There you go. That was
natural
worth it.
20. Okay.
All right, so that's a crit.
So I just
So that's max damage on 1.
That's a good use.
So
of
just roll your
inspiration.
damage and then add 10.
24. He did 24 damage.
Oh no! So you
Oh, you actually roll it. I thought it
yeah.
was-
So you do 1d10 damage, right?
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
has savage
So
strike.
yeah.
he can-
So you roll 1 and then just add 10 to it.
just
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
So 19.
19. Yeah. No, he dead. Like so.
Or it
You're,
would have been. 'cause it was
did you want to use your heal up?
No, I don't need to. I had armor on. I'm
Oh,
good.
okay. All right.
Still
So
max.
yeah, so you bring your sword down, and like you kind of like, just kind of go like you're just like, "Whoa!" And it almost looks like you missed him, and then like from like shoulder down to like his waist, like in a diagonal slice, it just
Yep.
kind of goes sloop, and then he falls over.
That's gross. I didn't mean to do that. Cool though.
All right, so that is another one down. All right, so now we go on to Arnon. So there's 2 on you, and there's 2 on Aiden, and then there's 2 dead ones.
All right. I'm going to Thunderwave the ones in front of me.
Okay.
They need to do a Constitution save.
They failed.
Unfortunately, they only take 5 damage,
Okay, so this one hasn't been hit.
but they're
yet.
knocked back 10 feet.
Okay. All right. So that is 5 from there is that, and then 5 from there is which one was that? Oh yeah, that was the one that Aiden was wailing on. So do this one here. Okay. All right. So now Aiden, you have 2 in front of you. One's not looking so good. You kind of beat the snot out of him. The other one, like, he's still a little shook from the shatter, but
All right, I'll do a shield slam on the one that beat the snot out of,
all right.
and see if I can knock him down. So strength.
It's just versus their AC, right?
No, it's an athletics check.
Athletics check.
It's
Okay.
versus.
Yeah.
So I got 15.
He failed.
Okay, so he's down on the ground, so I get advantage.
Okay.
And I'll do an attack on him. Fuck.
And that's the one that wasn't looking very good, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's only 11 though.
To hit?
Actually, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's a miss.
yeah. I want to roll inspiration.
Okay. If
Alright.
you take inspiration with advantage, you can re-roll them both.
All right, we'll try, but I don't think I want to beat that roll. Yeah. 20 something.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. And then see if I can roll. Yeah, there we go. 13.
Yeah. So basically, like you do the like the cool like coup de grace thing where you bash him with the shield, and like as he's falling down to the ground, you take your sword and just kind of plunge it into his chest, and so like he's just kind of like pinned slightly off the ground.
Yeah, boy.
Not bad.
All right, Roan.
Okay, so he's got 1 on him and he's got 2.
Yes.
Okay, for the wizard, he's not looking so good. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
grab
looking a
one of
little
him.
rough.
Whichever one.
There's one that
Actually,
well,
both of us are
and,
looking
and so
pretty rough.
they both
Oh,
got
yeah.
like knocked back 10 feet.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like in between.
Okay, I'm gonna get up in
Aiden
there and
and
make sure I'm
Aranon.
between them.
Okay.
So they.
Yeah.
you know,
So they'll
hopefully
both
go
be
for
on
me.
you then.
Yeah. Okay, well I'll go for the 1. Natural 20.
That's a crit. All right.
So
Oh, wow.
Okay. So
that's
that's
max. So 14 plus 10 then? Because I got
Yeah.
a 14.
Yep.
So 24. Okay.
okay. Yeah. So would be
So he's dead.
Well-
I hope he did.
so. Wait, which one did you hit? Did you hit the
It's one of the ones.
well? I mean, yeah. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
well.
just say this one's dead. We'll go with the one that you can kill.
Great.
Yeah. So, well, how do you kill him, Pete? Give me a description of
kill
this
him?
of this kick
Well,
ass.
he was already looking. So I went up there and I was just like that's like he's looking pretty bloody, I guess.
Yep.
Like damaged already. And I saw he was cut like right here already. So I tried to do the same thing on the other side for him, but
Just even
you
it
know,
out.
just crit it on accident. So
You just
yeah, just
slice him in half.
top to bottom.
Just whoops.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Then we are on to, the one that's still on Aiden.
Is that a meat cleaver you got there?
You could say that. Yeah.
What's your AC, Aiden?
18.
18. That is a miss for his
God.
first attack, and his second attack is also a miss.
Thank God.
All right. And then we are back to the top of the initiative order. So the one that is on Roan,
I've taken 28 points of damage this time.
that is one
What's
hit.
your HP? Total.
28.
Oh.
But I had 5 temporary hit points.
Are you down to
there
5?
go.
I'm down to 5. That's why I was just like, everybody's like, yeah, while worried about the wizard, which makes sense, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
You take 6 damage, Pete,
I'm a little rough here too.
as he kind of glances at you with the cutlass.
How many of them are up by Aiden?
One.
Just
There-
one
Yeah, there's
solo?
only 2 up yet.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost done here. Thank God.
Yep. All right. Yeah, Arnon.
I'm going to use Frostbite on the one that's on Aiden. It's not a lot of damage. Doesn't need to do a Constitution save for this.
Constitution save?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a fail.
He takes 4 cold damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
All right.
Thanks, bud.
All right. Aiden.
I will use my fighting spirit. So when I use my fighting spirit, it says I gain 5 temporary hit points. So since I've already used this once and they're gone,
How often can you use Fighting Spirit?
3 times a day.
Oh yeah, you get your 5.
So I just get
temporary-
another 5 again?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do that so I can get a little more buffer.
Okay.
And they last for like an hour, so.
Yeah, it lasts a long time, but I mean, he fucking whacked me as soon as I
Yeah.
used it. 20 something to hit.
All right.
There you
And
go.
13 damage.
Why did you roll advantage?
My fighting spirit gives me.
Oh, okay.
advantage.
All right. Yeah, I was just
Yeah. No, that's part of the 5
Okay.
temporary hit points. And all
What did you do damage wise?
13.
13. All right. He's barely standing. All right. Roan. You got one in front of you yet,
Yep.
and he just hit you with his cutlass.
Yeah, he kind of did. I'll just let him do it again.
How many charges do you have on your sword?
Charges?
Yeah, for your healing charges.
He never takes
Oh,
damage.
I got 3. 3.
Yeah, 3 of them.
He never
Right.
takes damage.
I'm going to
though,
use
so-
my
He just-
inspiration.
All right.
My last one. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. 8. I mean,
Still not-
12.
That is a hit.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
With
Yeah.
a 12? Sucker! Get rid of that.
We caught him before they got their armor on.
They're probably wearing like leather or something.
8.
8.
Yep.
All right. He is still up.
Oh, I was using my ooze stars on that one, too.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you whacked him with the glowing blade, and there's like a soul sucking scream as some of his life blood comes into you.
Yeah, and I'm going, ooh.
All right. So the one that is still on Aiden is going to take a couple of whacks at him with the cutlass.
First one's a disadvantage.
Well, yep. All right. So yeah, that's a miss. And a hit for 10.
It takes me down to 0.
All right. So this one whacks Aiden and he goes unconscious. All right. And then the one on Roan tries to hit him with his cutlass a couple of times, goes wah wah, and hits with the first strike, misses with the second. And Roan takes 5. All right, Aranon, you just saw Aiden drop like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh man, if this fails, that means that I have I gotta do it. I'm gonna choose him. I'm gonna catapult one of their weapons that's on the ground at the guy who took Aiden out.
Okay.
He needs to do a dexterity save.
All right. They have a dex of 0. So.
Yeah, but it's a 13. So.
Well, and I rolled a 5, so
right.
you're good. So, explain to me what happens.
So I choose what's like one of some of the weapons like laying around.
They're using cutlasses.
I send this cutlass flying right at him. I'm assuming he's not, because I choose one off to his side so he doesn't even see it coming, and it blindsided him with it for 11 damage.
So, this is a fatal blow. So, do you want to describe it?
It normally it does bludgeoning damage. This time it did not do bludgeoning damage, as it sticks right in its neck.
Yep. All right.
And then you stand in front of it.
It was only 11 damage.
Sword
though.
just come right through this guy's neck from behind.
Yeah. And then he teeters for a second, and the corpse falls on top of Aiden.
It doesn't stab me though.
No, just the corpse is there.
Actually, you're kind of dying right now, so that's not great.
Yeah. All right. Aiden, can I get a death saving throw, please?
So what do we gotta do for that?
You gotta roll a 20.
critical one.
You gotta roll a 20.
Do you have any inspiration left?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
All right. That's one fail.
So I'm at the point also where when I try to stabilize him with medicine, which I have a +0 on, I have disadvantage.
All right. Your characters would know this, but you guys probably forgot. I have 2 health potions on me.
I got 1 as well.
I used mine on somebody else.
I probably have some of that cure all still on me a little.
That's a
little bit left.
2d4, right?
Yeah, the cure.
I thought you dumped all the cure all in the dead guy's mouth.
Didn't I buy a bottle of it though, or is it just one?
It was one charge.
All right. Well, then I don't have it anymore.
All right.
gotta erase that.
Okay. So we are on to Roan.
Okay, well, there's one on me, and there's one... Is it just the one on me?
It's
Just the one on you.
Oh, I don't have any more inspiration, though. Good luck, guys. Oh, there we go. That's unnatural 20.
That's a hit.
$11.
All right. He's still up. All right. So that one.
I'm using my other stars.
Okay. And that one swings at you again with both of his cutlasses and completely misses. Like the glowing blade and the sucking of his life force has completely thrown him for a loop, and he swings wide both times. In his eye, he looks terrified, and right now he's literally fighting for his life, just swinging wildly. Aranon.
All right, I gotta try to help. Trying to think, it might be. How injured is this guy up that's still on a Roan?
He's not looking great.
All right, it might be better to take this guy out so then both of us can try to help Aiden, because I know I'm not gonna be able to help him. So I move to the other side of him and swing with my hammer. So that'll be a 17.
That's a hit.
It'll be 8 damage.
That is enough.
All right.
Describe it.
I just went behind him, smashed him behind in his head. Just brained him when he wasn't.
Just
because he was busy. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Roan, you're fighting him, getting ready to attack again, and all of a sudden he just kind of falls forward at you, dead.
That's right. Going out of there with full health.
All right. And then can I get a death saving throw from?
I rolled a 3.
All right, that is a second fail.
All right. So now I'm going to go over to him now, and I'm going to try to stabilize him because I don't have any potions, and I don't know anything about him having potions.
You should. I mean, it's something our characters, I think.
I got a 7, so that's not stabilized.
I have a potion.
You just want to dump it down his
I
throat?
can just...
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and then so he dumps a potion down your throat, and were there what 1d4?
2d4 plus 2.
plus 2.
All right.
So it's 7 points.
Yep. So you pop up with 7 points.
Thanks, man.
I think.
Here's the health potion.
Thanks. Wait, really?
Yeah, I had 2 on me.
All right.
All right.
So that's 6 down. I'm trying to get some feeling back into my limbs.
Both of us have one anyway.
I think we're gonna we need to take a short rest. I don't think we can take on the other 6 as it is. I think you're going to need to get some of your health back.
I totally agree.
Okay.
I'm going to be,
but-
but I don't need a short rest because a short rest is going to do nothing for me.
So how about you let me talk for a second?
Sorry.
Yeah. So you kind of look back towards the cave, and like it's not a very big cave, and you see 2 children in a cage.
Oh. I thought
But we don't see anybody else in there.
We need to take a rest. Kids, hold on.
Just take a nap, kids.
Oh, I
We'll
thought,
be right there.
I thought that there were like 12 of them in here. Does the cave go deeper?
Nope.
We best get out before the
Yeah,
others.
we should get out of here.
Get them, get
I'm
out.
gonna start. I'm just gonna cut whatever it is that they're caged up
Yep.
in. What is it, like rope or some shit?
Yeah, it's like the rope on the cage. Yep.
Sliced it.
They're terrified, and there's like tears streaming down their face, but they're being very quiet.
What is their father's name?
It was
It's Elris.
Elvis.
I'm doing a quick
Elris.
search of the area just to see
We'll
if
bring you
there's
back to
valuable.
Elvis.
Not really. I mean, there's their weapons, and you find a few coin purses that have about 10 gold in them total.
Okay, so I guess I'll just take the coin purses.
All right.
We don't have time for the hauling of the weapons.
All right.
All right,
So
We should get out of here.
Yep.
I'm gonna
so-
take a peek out the cave first. Just
Yeah.
Take a look
Looks like
around.
the coast is clear.
all right, run.
Wait,
Everybody run.
follow
Different
us.
directions.
I think
Scatter.
we're following you.
All right, so I'll grab the 4-year-old and kind of carry him. 'Cause he's not gonna be able to keep up.
Okay.
And then we will haul ass the way we came, and then from there, I guess we'll try to find.
All
our
right.
way
And now
back to the
you
farm.
guys are really pushing it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let you guys make it, but you're going to take some exhaustion levels, just because you're really pushing your bodies and you're going. So let me look here at exhaustion.
Just so you know, once I hit that first level of exhaustion, actually I'm going to start lagging behind
Well then,
because I'm already at 1 level of exhaustion.
No, Carlos. So like you'll be fine. You're like
Well,
so you're
room
gonna
to
hit
carry 'em.
you're gonna hit level 3 of exhaustion, and
Right.
everyone else is gonna hit level 2 of exhaustion.
Level 2, but I'm full health. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, but then like you just started sprinting through the woods for.
Now, if you could like grab their stamina too with your sword, that'd be different.
Well, I need a fucking exhaustion tracker because my other one went poof. What is level 2 again?
Your speed is
speed,
halved.
Okay.
okay.
Yep. And Carlos has disadvantage on attack rolls
And saves.
and saves. So you guys, like you guys are booking it. Are you guys going straight to the crossroads?
No, honestly, the only way we only know the way to get back to the farm at best, and then we'd have to go from the farm to the crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think.
How far is this meeting spot from the farm or where we are?
Well, we have
You guys do not have time to stop at the farm. Like you guys can pass the farm.
no,
but you
because
don't really
our
have time
carriage
to
is
stop.
at the farm.
Our carriage at the farm, which
Yeah.
we could
Yeah,
travel
yeah.
faster
Yeah.
at this point probably. With,
Yeah. Like you guys can make it to the carriage, but even then, you're gonna be still pressed for time.
okay, so the farm's on the way.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go to the farm and then drop the kids off and then head to the.
Are you dropping the kids off?
Well, we should hang out there and
Well,
rest.
we gotta drop the kids off, but we gotta we gotta take their father with us to meet his brother, just as proof that we brought the kids back, and leave the kids with
Well,
their mother.
Whatever the father wants.
Yeah, and also that way he can ream his brother.
Yeah, I got a feeling this is going to go bad, but okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. So we'll drop the kids off and we'll take the father and say, hey.
Oh,
you know,
ask the father if he can.
Yeah, ask him if he can come with so we can get our friend back who has been kidnapped also.
All right. So you guys like come up to the farm, dog tired, and he sees the kids. Him and Priska come running out, and they're hugging the kids. It's a tearful reunion,
Okay.
and like they're thanking you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If there's anything we can do to repay you, please let us know. Like, thank you so much for bringing our kids back.
Well, since you mentioned it, yes, I'm talking to the father. I said we could use you to come so we can verify that we brought the kids back so we can get our friend back who has also been kidnapped. So
It's not very far, just to the crossroads.
I understand it's a bad situation.
No, I completely understand. Let's go. So he hops in the wagon with you guys.
All right, then we book it.
All right. So you guys make it. And as you approach as you're approaching the crossroads, you see that there's already a bunch of people at the crossroads. And you see there's the other the missing 6. You're assuming.
Yeah.
And then a man that you've never seen before, but he has a big hat and like a bigger belt, and he's not wearing a shirt, but he has like a bandolier across his chest, and he has like an oversized sword, and then you see the halfling, you see Arliss, and like looks like a bunch of his crew, and like he has a chest like down in front of him, and like as you guys approach, he looks over, and he sees his brother, and he gets like a big grin across his face, and he says something to Uthart, or who you assume is Uthart, and Uthart like looks confused, and like you're not really sure how quick it happens, but all of a sudden there's a cutlass in Arliss's hand, and like he takes out Uthart's knees, and like so he drops to the ground, and then with like a second blow he like chops his head off.
Wow.
Well, geez.
Um,
Not bad.
And then his men outnumber the other 6, and they make quick work of them. It like in a matter of like a minute, like as you guys are still pulling up,
right.
they're all dead.
Well, that went well.
Wait, so who's dead now? Which ones?
All the
Uthart's, all the kidnappers are dead.
Yeah.
The kidnappers.
The
Good
pirates.
deal. Good deal.
The pirates that have Renton murdered the kidnappers.
Cool. I'm down.
All right.
Down
So Arliss, kind of like he wipes his blade off in the dirt and sheaths it, and takes his hat off and comes up. Well, it's great to see you guys again. Perfect timing. I was worried that we were going to have a bit of an issue.
No, just the time. Time was a bit of an issue. That was it.
And he looks at Elris. Get your kids back? Yep. And I think we're good. And Elris looks pissed, but doesn't really say anything. Like, just kind of mutters under his breath a bunch.
Yeah. And then there's the matter of our friend that you will be returning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he goes over to, or he's like, bring it up, and so they go to the chest that the headless corpse of Uthart had kind of like fallen onto and bled on a bunch, and they kind of push the corpse off, and they bring the chest over and they load it into the back of your wagon, and like you hear like some thumping around inside.
Is Clem in there too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the monkey's in there.
We better check if the monkey's in there.
I'm not worried about the monkey.
He might be there.
I am.
I think Renton might care if his monkey's missing.
Yeah.
Well, Renton's in there, so
Well, I pop it open to check.
Yeah, so you pop it open and you see Renton and Clem in there, and they're both tied up and gagged. Like not really any worse for Rare, except like they're a little blood soaked now because blood kind of soaked through the chest. It wasn't watertight, and Arliss is already starting to leave. He's like, "All right, guys, you don't got to worry about me anymore."
We have nothing to say to him, so
yeah, I'll wave goodbye.
Yeah, so his men are like loading whatever loot that the other pirates had and just kind of leaving their bodies in the street. And
all right. I guess
running away.
I'll shake hands with Elvis though.
We'll give Elris a ride back.
Yeah, give him a ride back. You think? All right.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, yeah. So you guys give Elvis a ride back to the farm, and they demand that you stay for supper, and they throw you guys like a feast.
You could probably use
I guess that works.
a good meal.
Yeah.
And some,
Well, and and he says you guys can stay as long as you want. Feel free to rest up here.
No, we'll head out in the morning. We got other things to do.
but thank you.
Yep. With as exhausted as you are, I'm sure you would stay a couple of days.
Well, just one rest is enough. Like one long rest is like my character will probably go to sleep as soon as he eats food.
Yeah. All right, and that's where we're gonna stop this session, right there. We'll be back in just a second for Lothos Tavern Talk. All right, time for Tavern Talk. That was a quick little break. Woo! All right, guys. So that was a session that happened.
Yeah.
I was interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah. You guys came in hard and cryptic into the town.
Well, because like at the other hand, like we figured like
We were talking soft and gentle.
Yeah.
We were trying to be nice.
No,
with
no.
people.
So
We weren't.
there were a few things that were working against you. First, it's a small town, and they're immediately distrustful of outsiders.
Yeah.
Second, like John, like hearing that people were looking for him, but not seeing the people there. Like
Yeah. No. It
like,
totally kind of
didn't
made
help.
sense.
Yeah.
But the priest kind of was where I was just like, all right.
Well, so the priest was trying to get you to go back to the
yeah,
tavern
but
to
you
actually.
had a cop and attitude there at the end. You know.
Well, that was more me copying an attitude than the priest.
no, this town sucked. I agree.
Yeah. Well, and you find you offer 30 gold to a room full of drunks, and then get surprised when the drunken dwarf isn't very helpful.
Well,
Yeah, you offer him 30 gold.
the bartender didn't really help there either. I mean, he could have been like, I don't think so. You know, something.
Well, the
you know.
bartender did say, well, he always finds his way back here for a drink.
Yeah.
I mean, and the bartender doesn't necessarily know these guys super well, because
Right.
they're all like trappers kind of passing through.
Yeah, but we were grasping for straws at this point.
I know.
So,
But it was a lot of jump to the first thing that happens.
yeah, no, I mean, I was aware we could get some stupid drunk.
But I knew like we could not do the tracking by ourselves.
You actually guys could have done the tracking by yourselves had you tried.
I wouldn't be so sure.
No
about
thanks.
that.
Didn't lose any gold over it.
Yeah, I was willing to try, but if we had somebody that
Well, that was like when we found
legitimate
the guy. Like if we didn't find that guy, then we would have tried the next day because we.
Yeah, no, but see, by that point,
yeah.
yeah.
But if you can get legitimate tracker, if there's actually trackers in town,
Yeah.
why not try to take that approach?
Yeah.
And then we kind of,
Well, and you guys would have had Trapper John had you stuck around just a little bit longer.
I don't know. That's what I knew as soon as we left. I was like, this is exactly what's going to happen.
I don't know. It's the kind of town that if they were being attacked by goblins, I think I'd leave them be.
Aiden wouldn't.
I want to know, but
How the same town now that we've had this experience with
I
them.
want to rush into town.
I think
as
I'd
fast as I
help-
would have as another town.
I think I'd help the farmers, like the halfling farmers, get out of there, and like so they get out of the way of any sort of like goblin attack. But
I mean-
I don't think I'd help fight.
We weren't super forthgoing with the whole hey, someone kidnapped. Although just about every we came across, we did eventually tell, hey, yeah, there's kidnappers here, we're trying to help. But
Yeah, but you didn't have any proof. It was.
yeah, but I mean, well, there was a group of guys that came into town, and then we came into town and we're saying, hey, they're kidnappers and we're trying to track them down. Yes, we could be lying, but
But also there was this other group that came through town, and now we're after them, and we're saying they're kidnappers, and like you think that they'd at least ask questions or something like that.
and we knew about the family outside of town, and
Yeah.
it was their family, and
And the marshal was so sure that nothing happens in this town.
yeah, well,
It's a sleepy little
Maybe because
town.
he doesn't leave.
maybe it's because
the
he's
pub.
oblivious to everything.
Yeah, I know.
The ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, like you know how like you wouldn't fight with the pirates. I wouldn't fight for this town, the same way.
You
All
know.
right. Well, let's talk moments.
Actually, I'm going. Who won last week?
Was it
Didn't
me?
Renton?
I think Renton won
All right.
last week.
I'm gonna go Aiden for finally getting fed up with this stupid town and throwing a tantrum. That was great.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Because if he didn't do that, I was gonna throw a tantrum. I don't
even want to call it a tantrum, but
No, it wasn't quite a tantrum, but like just being fed up with all these stupid
It
people.
was
in this town.
tantrum-esque.
He had a point. Like I had agreed with him 100%. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't threaten to burn the place down, but I was glad he went there.
I don't know if I would have burned the place down, but
I'd have helped you. But I'm just saying.
I was about ready to do something. I don't know what would have happened, but I was about to do something.
Yeah, no, I would say that's probably one of the better moments. That was good.
Let's see. There was something that Pete did in there, but I missed.
I came out with full health. I crit twice.
You know, he's got the fucking sword that heals him, and he never even hardly ever gets past his damage shield, whatever.
Well, that
When I do, it gets stressful, man. Woo!
It's like he never even needs the sword.
No,
He's
he
just
took like 20 damage
Well, I think
beyond the.
and like that first attack I take, I look at like, oh, I'm almost bloodied after one hit. This is not. And there's 6 of them.
Well, it was a deadly encounter, but you guys have been coming out of everything pretty much smelling like a rose. That I was like, we'll make it a little challenging.
And like shield would not have helped me, and those attacks that hit me. So like it was like, which is unfortunate because like if a bunch of people attack me and I pop shield, it lasts till my next turn.
right. Yeah, so all those attacks are not negated.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you took like 20 health in like, the first round, or I took 20 health in the first round,
Yeah.
and yeah, that hurt.
Good thing I got a high roll on that first shatter.
Yeah, no shit.
Not so happy about that thunder wave, because I was hoping like thunder wave would have taken out like one of the guys that was weakened or something like that, but because the other guy was untouched.
I gotta remember to use second wind more like during combat.
Yeah, second wind is good in your action surge.
Action surge. Well, I used that right off the bat.
Yeah.
And right now I only get the.
Well, like
one.
also, can't you like also use like is that like an action to use second wind, or is it a bonus?
It's a bonus.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I should have used that during the fight, but I've never needed to. Up
Yeah.
until this camp or this tonight was the first night I actually.
So
should have
Pete,
used
did
it.
you run out of inspiration points?
Yeah,
I think it was worth it.
because that always happens. It's like it comes down to it. It's like, all right.
It was like
I'm
one
gonna
round of
get
combat.
1,
He
2 big
burnt through them
damage.
all.
Yeah.
No, but you used the multiple ones, but then you got the 20 on that second
top of
roll.
it, yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of like that, but I think that was part of my moment is using the double inspiration to
Crit
crit
and
That was pretty
destroy that one.
So
All right. Yeah. So are we going with Aiden getting fed up and throwing a glass against the wall?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely going for that one.
All right.
cool.
So inspiration point for Aiden. All right. I think that brings us to the end of the game. Next week we should have everybody back, and so we should be making our way towards Nidalee some more. So
All right.
see what happens there.
See if we ever make it there.
I mean, ever make it.
We've been trying to make it there for a long time.
Maybe you'll be kidnapped next week.
Maybe.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose like you guys had the month-long side quest,
Yeah.
and so for me, it's only been like 2 sessions.
Right, yeah,
So
It's been a lot of sessions, man. Getting close to 2 months here.
One day we'll get up there. One day.
right, yeah, yeah. No, and I suppose you're excited for Nidalee because
Yeah.
that's your god there.
Right.
So,
Yep.
all right. Well, yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place.
Later. I broke this pen.